I see the work that's going on in Heʻeia definitely as a model, an ideal model for other ahupuaʻa to follow.
We're looking at over 300 acres of wetland. About 100 to 200 acres of that 300 acres will be converted to farm taro. We are looking to get about 180 acres into cultivation in the long run. Yeah, we have 40 employees hired right now. The acreage and the programs that we're trying to build, we're looking to add another 40 more.
We've been here for 25 years. The fish pond is 88 acres. It's not a small little pond. It's not a cakey pond.
A lot of people here are pretty solid in our vision that Āina Momona will create the world we need to live in.
Now, our vision that we had was the kūpuna's vision. It was implemented that 1928 aerial image of loʻi. That sustained our people, that sustained the families.
150 years ago, we had the same population in this area of Kāneʻohe Bay. And in those days, the streams were clean, the reefs were full of fish, no such thing as an endangered species. These systems collectively supported the same population we have today. We did so without imports.
Because that is what we had in ancient times. The people of the ahupuaʻa were self-sustaining.
That's the only way that we can become self-sufficient. So what's happening here today on this Āina, we're planning for the generations. This is the dream of our kūpuna.
There were enough kūpuna that were in the 70s that had support from their kūpuna to push.
That first generation of the Hawaiian Renaissance, their role and function was to protect places from destruction through development. And then incoming is the second generation, so it's like my generation. And the second generation, their role has been to restore these places that the first generation protected.
We're just part of a long timeline of warriors that have fought to protect this Āina.
And we're supposed to take care of it. And it's up to us to restore it. This generation is doing a darn good job putting it together. It's going to take time, and it's not going to finish in their generation. They're preparing it for the next generation. The fish pond is another thing that we fought for.
This pond was completely inundated with mangrove. It wasn't until we started to create these pukas in the mangrove forest and connecting those pukas that we started to see the wall exposed. And then over time, year by year, those pukas grew, and there became sections of wall that were free of mangrove, sections of wall that were fully restored. Then eventually, 25 years later, you have this.
Our impact is generational. People are constantly asking like, when are we gonna get the fish? Or how are we gonna contribute to, 2030, state, local food goals? Yeah, like it's on our doorstep. These are dangers to our state, the fact that we're so food insecure. And local i'a do represent solutions to that. But again, it's the long game and it's the time factor. It took decades for these ponds to be degraded. And it's been decades that water has been taken out of our mountains from the windward side of Oʻahu and pushed over to the Honolulu side of the island. So it's not just, you fix a pond and then it's gonna be better. We all wanna see loko i'a production. We want that Āina Momona. And it's coming back slowly, it takes time.
This pond would not look the way it looks today without the help of hundreds of thousands of volunteers. Volunteers have helped us accomplish pretty much all of our goals.
Volunteers are that's the heavy machinery that we have on our site. The absolute labor powerhouse is all of our volunteers.
We definitely love our volunteers, and mahalo all of them for all of the contributions made here.
Been really fortunate and blessed to have a lot of different people come in and help us. It definitely starts with the kids, it starts with the schools, it starts with the university, it starts with the church groups, just having them come in and koku. You want to talk about the future, you want to talk about growing more taro farmers. It begins with the schools, it begins with the ohanas, it begins with the visits. Makana ka ike, right? Without that hana, there is no ike. And so the best way that we can get them to do that is to come and work, come and experience the land. Whether it's just for the punana leo keiki, grab something that's umamau, right? You grab something green, just having them to start to experience land.
Now we all have kids. So what's really exciting right now is we're now kind of in the third generation of the Hawaiian Renaissance.
I look forward to seeing what my children will be doing and our children will be doing. They're amazing because of the experiences that they've been able to grow up with.
And it's super exciting to see, wow, what is this third generation going to do?
I'm so proud of what this next generation is doing.
I'm seeing and I'm hoping is that we have an ahupuaʻa that is vitally alive and flourishing and able to do much good, not just for the future, but for current generations. We want to connect people with opportunities to learn about their Āina and to help to give back to the Āina.
It's so important to put our people on these Āina, on this Āina and or other Āina, so that they can interact with that, create that pilina with our Āina.
We want these areas to be producing food, especially food. That was our main goal with the loʻi kalo. So that is what we hope for this area, and I feel confident it will occur.
And that's why projects like this are so important, because we're feeding the people again. Not only the ai that is kalo and ulu, we're feeding them the mo'olelo, we're feeding them the ike, we're feeding them the na'auao, the knowledge and the wisdom that they're gonna need to help heal Hawaii. And through that, we're gonna heal the world.